Hi, I'm Lou, and today I'm going to show you how to fix a side-by-side refrigerator that's leaking right down the middle. So here's the problem. These two doors come together right here, and this thing is called the mullion, and ours is getting wet. You can see there's a water drop right there running down, and then there forms a puddle down here. So the first possible fix is fairly easy. Just heat this with a hair dryer and stretch it back out. Grab this with a pair of pliers, pull out, and then heat that area with the hair dryer for 10 seconds, and you can kind of see it letting go. And then when you're done, it's more poofy. Hopefully that worked for you, but if it didn't, like it didn't in my case, my wife tried it out earlier, but you can kind of see there's a little bit of moisture forming again. The problem is probably not the seal. You probably have a broken heater in your mullion, and this should be kind of warm to touch, but mine is very cold, hence the condensation. So you have to buy a new one. I'll put a link in the video description to this, and now let's put it in. One thing before you replace it, it may be actually turned off. My refrigerator isn't that fancy, but some have an eco mode. You can push a button and it turns that heater off, but mine is always on and it is broken. You just take out these two screws, then you just lift this up to get it disconnected, push down and pull out. New one pushes back in. I hooked it back on there and there, just like the old one came off, and now we'll put these two screws back in. Old, new, and that was the fastest repair ever. That probably took me all of 2 minutes. Here we are the next morning after there's been a chance for humidity to collect if it was going to. And first of all, this thing used to be cold, and now it's not exactly warm, but it's not cold to the touch, and it is completely dry. So we have fixed our problem. Obviously a great quick solution, but unfortunately these things are $200. So I decided to tear into this old one, and I was able to pop this hinge off, and I found the problem. This wire, as the hinge moves, flexes back and forth, and you can see those wires eventually broke. So I'm gonna see if I can take this thing apart and fix the wires. I've kind of been working my way along here with two screwdrivers, one to hold my gains and the other one to pry. So I just keep prying and moving all the way down, and it's coming apart. I pried up the other side, and it's actually starting to lift out. After a few minutes, there it is, all apart, and you've just got sort of a plastic tray. With this is just foam insulation that sits in there, and there's no other functional parts in there. This is the heater. It's this long pink loop that goes around and gets fed right there through that door hinge. That's what broke off. I can probably just reattach these and be working again. I pulled off this shrink wrap, and you can see there's also cuts here and here. So I've got heat shrink here for the outside, and then 3 pieces on the inside to cover these. And I've just got these wires pushed together. That's not the ideal situation, but I want to keep them as long as possible. So we'll solder these together. Now we slide these little pieces over the joints and heat them with a heat gun, or if you're too lazy to get that, just a soldering iron. It's wishful thinking that I could slide this over this bundle, so I'll just leave this here as protection and then wrap electrical tape over this and make sure I include these slits here. I won't put you through the pain of watching me redo this, but I have to take this apart, put it through this hole, and put it all back together because this won't fit through there. Wires remounted through the hole, and this time I actually used a heat gun to make that look prettier. Gonna wrap it with tape and put it all back together. There's the new one I pulled out, and the repaired one has been in for about 24 hours, and it does not feel cold, and it is absolutely not wet. So this also fixed the problem. Two possible solutions, both good. Spend $200 in 2 minutes and replace it, or spend probably maybe 2 hours and $20, including buying a soldering iron, and be good to go also, whichever you like. Thanks for watching.